but like 10 seconds. There we go. Hi, guys. Here we are.
Hello.
We're so excited to talk about more travel tonight. We've got Becky, Kelly, and Nelly. If you were in Vegas last year, but it's joy. Had to be there, right? So we decided we are so excited about this travel that we have as part of our Turnout repertoire that we wanted to share why we're so excited and how this whole thing works. I think a lot of people are kind of starting to see us talking about this a lot, and they're like, what are you guys talking about? What is this? So we're going to get into some detail, but first let's talk about what the heck it is that excites us so much. I'll go ahead and start. So I love the fact that I can book hotels for my kids' sports at up to 65% off. Every hotel that I've checked against the hotel websites and the popular search engines that people are using, this has beat it, well, 90% of the time, I would say. So massive cost savings for that. So Joy, what are you excited about?
I am excited that at the end of 12 months, you get a voucher for a free vacation, and you get to pick from 3,000 different destinations. And it's just not in the US. So that's pretty awesome that you can just pay in money and then you get it back, and well, more than you pay in, and you can pick any destination you want to go to.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Kelly?
I'm excited that it's like your Christmas savings account that we've all had in the past, that you're just tucking the money away each month, just have it automatically, like you don't even know it's missing. And then, like Joy said, at the end of a year, you have extra money that you actually didn't tuck away, to an awesome voucher. So to go on a vacation, maybe a girls' weekend, Absolutely. Leave the husband's home. No, I didn't say that.
No, you can say that. You can say that. That's all. All right. So yeah, we're going to run through some of the examples of what we're finding, and then give you some of the details on what it is that people can do to get this and what we're doing to get this amazing deal that we're getting with free vacations, because who doesn't want a free vacation? In addition to that, anybody who does decide to do this with us is getting entered into win a trip to Mexico in a drawing too. So I keep forgetting about that piece of it. How cool would that be? I certainly hope it's
till the 31st.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So 28, 29, 30, yeah, 4 days. 3 days if you don't count today. All right. So let's look up some of the things that we have found that are absolutely amazing. So this is a trip to the Florida Keys. It was a couple of years ago. I want to say 2024. So it was almost 2 years ago. Chad and I flew to Miami, and we drove down the Florida Keys and stayed in Key West for a couple nights and drove back. And let me tell you, the cost of that trip, we could have gone to Mexico for 2 weeks for what we paid for the cost of driving down the Florida Keys and staying in the hotels that we did. It was absurd what we paid. This here shows what Turnout Travel's price would be, and the popular online booking site, and it's $3,320 less booking through Turnout Travel. I wish we would have had this when Chad and I did it. It was a trip of a lifetime. Highly recommend that everybody does that. Fly to Miami or Fort Lauderdale, rent a car, and drive down the Florida Keys. It was absolutely incredible. But this would save somebody $3,000. Isn't that crazy?
Wow, that is.
So one of our dream vacations that we've always wanted to take is to go to Aruba. And I've never gone because it's always been cost prohibitive, because we take the whole family, and we take 6 or 7 of us and grandma and everybody. And we try to go places that are, cost effective, and we can take a lot of people for as little as possible. So we usually end up in Riviera Maya, which is great. But Aruba has always been on my list. And what I found was this is one of the locations we can go for our free vacation at the end of the year. Okay, free. And then when I looked into what is the cost of this if I were to book it on Turnout Travel, it was $2,863, so $2,863 for 2 people to go to Aruba for a week. When I looked at the popular search engine that everybody uses online that starts with an E, it was $6,000 for the week. Turnout Travel has it for $2,863, but we get it for free next year And I will have paid $780 over the span of a year because it's $65 a month.
Wow.
Like, where else can you save $65 a month and then go to Aruba at the end of 12 months? You can't. You can't. Like, it is just pinch me, right?
Yeah.
I am so freaking excited about that. So let's say, okay, Becky, we don't go out of the United States. Like, we just stay in the US. Okay, great. You pack up the kids, drive down to Orlando, and get a condo. Because when I had little kids, I loved getting a condo because we had our own kitchen. We could make our own food. It would save some money. Look at the cost of these Orlando condos, $300, $400 for an entire week, your own kitchen, laundry, all of that, pools, you name it, where you could stay with your kids for that price. I haven't seen that anywhere. There's condos all over the world. There's condos in Italy. There's condos in Hawaii.
Wow.
Some of the ones like in Hawaii, I looked at Waikiki Beach, I think was like $1,000 for the week, but still. You can't stay in a hotel for $1,000 for the week, right?
No.
So that is very exciting, super easy to book on the online portal. This is what the online portal looks like. You would just click the book button and you'd be ready to go. So I'm not an Orlando person. I'm not a Disney person at all. Take me a little further southeast and I'll go to Miami Beach and sit on the beach all day. So here's some Miami Beach condos. $700 for an entire week. So you go down for the girls' weekend that we were talking about. And if you took 4 girls, divide 700 4 ways, and you've got a condo in Miami for the week. Isn't that insane?
Yeah,
I know. And they're like
crazy.
on the water. It is so crazy. Super exciting. But let's say you don't travel much at all and you're just like, but you could take the kids to the Milwaukee Zoo. Okay. We're from Wisconsin here as we're doing this. And this is the same exact hotel that I found on Trinont Travel was $217 from Friday till Sunday. And it was the first weekend of June. So it's, it's summertime. And I looked at the hotel's website and that popular website, that site that starts with an E. It was $217 for the whole weekend, Trinont Travel. The really popular site had it for $337 and the hotel website was $333. So it was like $120 cheaper to go through Trinont Travel for the whole entire weekend than it was even at the hotel's own site or the other public booking site that starts with an E. So that blew my mind. And it was just one that I'm like, I'll just find an example really quick. And I was like, this is crazy. This is great. This is a considerable savings just for things that you do not far from home, whether you're going to a wedding, kids, sports, whatever. That is incredible. So what do we pay for this and what does it all include? So of course it's this online portal that we book through. There's about 65% off of hotels, resorts, condos, cruises, and car rentals. It is super easy to use. There's 850,000 different places to stay and no blackout dates. I'm part of a UVC Unlimited Vacation Club through like at Secrets and Dreams resorts and stuff. And there's a lot of blackout dates. So like spring break, forget it. You're not going to be able to go. We don't have that. Every 12 months, we get a vacation voucher worth $1,500 to $2,000 or more. You saw the Aruba was $2,863. That's included on that free voucher. So what we pay as an associate is $65 a month. And that ends up being $780 for the year. But like I said, I canceled a ton of subscriptions to like Disney Plus, Hulu. I had some iTunes charges I canceled. I didn't even know what they were for. And I got darn close to $65 just canceling garbage subscriptions that I wasn't using and flipped it over to this because I get to go to Aruba for free next year. Like, hello. Yeah. There is a one-time $99 enrollment fee that you pay at the beginning, but you never pay it again as long as your subscription keeps going. Now, if you do this as a customer and you're not the Trinont associate that we are, or you could become one, but if you're not the Trinont associate, it's $75 a month instead of $65. But if I'm being honest, you're going to want to pay the extra $99 because it's going to save you. You're going to pay $120 more over the span of a year because you're going to pay $10 more a month. You might as well pay the $99 up front and then only pay $65 a month, Right. So it makes sense to do the associate route. And that way, if anybody else, is interested in this or any of our wellness, they would, you'd be able to provide that link too. Yeah, you can share. So that is really exciting. So what I wanted to share really quick too is the I got to get up there. Here it is. The annual reward trip location. So I said that at the end of the year, you get this voucher. Here's some examples of some of the places that we have on that, the list. So Arizona, California, Colorado, I mean, it's all over the United States, tons and tons in Florida. Let's see, New York, New Hampshire, New Mexico. I mean, literally everywhere. Rhode Island, South Carolina is a popular spot. If you like to ski in Utah and Salt Lake City, there's, options up there, over there, I should say. Asia, China, India, Indonesia, the Maldives, the Philippines are gorgeous. Thailand is definitely high on my list. All the South Pacific, Australia, New Zealand, Bahamas, the Dominican Republic, Costa Rica is on here. Let's see. England, Finland, I think, is Ireland on here too. I don't know. I'm going too fast for myself. I think so. Italy is on here. Mexico, we've got Cabo, Cancun area, and Puerto Vallarta area, all of that, and even Dubai. So there is just about everything you could possibly think of on here. And I'm super excited about the fact that every year we'll get to pick something that is absolutely incredible. So
Yeah. Great.
yes.
It's awesome.
What did I miss?
Nothing.
Let's see. I don't know.
I think you hit all the points.
Okay, we do have a comment, and it's really hard to see Sarah Steves. I'm going to blow this up so you can see it. It was our very first StreamYard comment. Oh, shoot. No, I can't see it.
I can't see it either. I was trying to read it.
I can't.
It's so tiny. Oh, there it is. And it's only money you're putting away, not spending worthlessly. That is very true. So you're going to take a vacation anyways. Once you get that voucher, it's good for 18 months. So you can actually stack vouchers too. And another comment that we have is so many choices, and there are so many choices.
There is. It's ridiculous. A good ridiculous to choose from.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
if
Very
anybody wants more information, reach out to whoever you know on this call, obviously. And remember that free Mexico trip is good for till the 31st. So if you want in, you got to get it before the 31st. And I know that one is all inclusive. You get to pick the resort, and airfare is included in that.
Wow.
It's a big
I
one.
want that.
I'm already winning it.
Yeah.
I told Kelly that last night. So
Joy's gone. She's already packed.
That'll be huge. Absolutely huge. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Let us know in the
you.
comments